We definitely are progressing. As coaches, you always want more practice time and more preparation time, but I actually feel really good about, we don't have a lot of stuff in, but what we have in, we're really getting better at. So I feel really good about, just how we're progressing and inching our way towards games.
Great. And we'll open it up to questions.
Coach, we talked to Kelly Graves the other day, and he said he was approaching practice a little bit different this year, maybe trying to keep it more fun.
Yeah.
Are you doing things differently, or is it just what you've always done?
Yeah, I mean, we always try to keep it really fun. We play music, we throw a football during warm-ups. We do some different things that, are intentional about keeping things, fun and competitive. This year, it's something different that we've done is we've put a, sort of a competitive nature or twist to everything that we're doing. So everything that we do has a winner and a loser, whether it's a shooting drill or actual 5-on-5, live session. So that's something that's a little bit different, but we also have players that really want that as a group. We're an extremely competitive group right now, and so they're getting after it. But no, we always try to keep it pretty fun as best we can.
And when they came out with the schedule, what they're going to do with the round robin this year, what was the reaction? There'll be fewer games to prepare for a really tough conference. What's the reaction to that?
Yeah, I mean, we just wanted as many games as the NCAA would allow us to play. I do like the idea that it gives, real parity from team 1 through team 12 in the conference. Every year, number 5 through 9 or 5 through 10 is decided by one game, and some of those 4 or 5 teams had to play number 1, 2, and 3 twice, and the other people didn't have to play those guys twice. So it does create a level of parity just in the fact that every team will play everyone. At least that's the hope. So that's a real positive. And I mean, people that choose to come to the Pac-12 choose to play in the best conference. And so the fact that we're adding 4 more of those games, is very difficult, but it's what we all signed up for.
Great. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, of course.
So JR, just kind of go off Kim's first question there. Because this year is so unique, and we don't know what this season's actually going to look like or how many games you get in. I know you're in a results-oriented business, right? And you're always going to be competitive. But as a staff, have you guys tried to kind of keep in mind what this means mentally for your players and make it sort of maybe more of a special experience than it has been in the past?
Yeah, I mean, something that we're doing is we're spending a lot of time with our players. We have a group that always wants to be in the office, always wants to come around and, spend time. And so we're getting those opportunities even more than we have in past years. And it's awesome, because we're just able to, really talk about how things are going, how their families are, ask just about different things that are going on in their lives. How's, school online? Most of them don't like it, but we have a really academic team, so they're all doing fine, but, just different things. And so we're really trying to spend as much time as we can with them. That's something that's been really great. On the stretching circle, sometimes before practice, I'll ask someone to share, just like somebody share why you're feeling blessed today, and what you're thankful for today. And so I think, when you can do that pretty often, it helps us stay focused on the fact that we are blessed and we are very fortunate, even if things are not ideal, even if you got to wear a mask, even if you can't be in a classroom, even if, you can't be with more than 10 people, in our community. There's a lot of things that we should be thankful for. And we really try to make sure our team stays focused on that.
And then sort of along with that, but on the competitive side, coaches always talk about, hey, it's about us, not about the opponent we're playing, right? Well, as of right now, you don't even know who your opponents are. I mean, you're going to face everybody in the Pac-12, but you don't have that schedule right in front of you. So is it maybe easier than ever to focus on who you guys are as opposed to the opponent in front of you?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think just with so much time that we had to spend away from each other, even if we had a schedule, honestly, I think we'd be so focused on each other. I think our team is very close. We're not cliquey. We're not, we don't have any drama. We don't have any any headaches. We're just, I think, being very intentional about enjoying each other, and maybe that was because we were apart for many months, or maybe it's because we just have a really great group of young women in our team right now. Either way, it's put us in a position where, I mean, they know we're playing everybody twice. I don't even think they've asked who our 3 preseason games are. They're just really totally focused on, enjoying the moment and really competing and getting better.
Well, I'm going to ask who your 3 preseason games are. Have you finalized that yet?
Well, we've decided we are playing Air Force and Denver. The 3rd game is still up in the air.
Okay.
Yeah, so those 2 games we'll play.
Do you have dates on those yet, or is that kind of up in the air?
No, not locked in. I think we've sort of verbally agreed on a couple dates, but I don't think it's been totally locked in yet.
Okay. And is that 3rd game, is that still kind of between CSU, UNC possibly?
Well, I don't know. We're trying to get one of 3 local driving schools. We're trying to get either CSU, Wyoming, or Northern Colorado, but people are full, or they have their schedules set, or the dates don't work. In the Pac-12, we have such a small window to play because of us starting early in Pac-12 and playing so many more conference games than anyone else. It's kind of hard to say, hey, CSU, we can only play on this day, so come play us.
Right.
That's difficult. So we're still working on that last game.
Yeah. And then just one other note on the schedule. Air Force DU, are those going to be in Boulder, or will you travel for those?
The Denver game for sure is on the road. Because we played them here last year. And so we're finishing up the contract at Denver. And then the Air Force game, we're still kind of discussing. We're really close with the Air Force staff. So I think both team, I don't think either team really cares where we're playing, but I kind of have a feeling it might be on the road this year.
Okay. And then just one last thing for me, since we talked to Maya, can you just kind of talk about what you've seen from her coming into her senior year? We've seen her get better every single year and add something new to her game. So what have you seen from her so far this year that says, okay, wow, she's better?
Yeah, I mean, she really is. I would have loved to have had her here all spring, all summer, to put on some good lean muscle. But she's worked really hard since she's been back to do that. But she's just playing really well. I mean, she is, when she was a freshman and had no clue what she was doing, people would walk in the gym and she would be the one person that everyone asked about. Who is that kid? Because she's just so long and lean and athletic, and, she's so graceful, and you could see the talent sort of oozing out of her pores. She just didn't really know how to play. And she just worked very hard to put herself in a position to understand what it looks like to be a collegiate athlete. The thing that I'm most impressed with her right now is her leadership. She's exuding calm. When things are chaotic, she brings them together. There's no roller coaster really. She's keeping pretty level head and helping her young teammates prepare. She knows she needs them. And so I think she recognizes that we've got some good young talent, and we all need to make sure we're on the same page to really succeed like we're capable of.
Awesome. Thanks, JR. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Any other questions for Coach?
I just had one more. How are you replacing Q?
Oh man, we miss her so much. I talked to her not too long ago, and she's doing great. But I mean, it's just by committee. I don't think you ever really replace a senior. The basketball sometimes is easier to replace than the person. Q was a great leader for us. She was someone that had really improved, during her years, and again exuded calm when we needed it. And so no, I think we have a great ball club, but we definitely miss her. But there's a lot of good perimeter players on the team right now who will be able to pick up that slack.